Oh my God, this is the talks with Neymar. He is going to come to Barcelona. Oh my God. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other hand, is in talks with buying Valencia. Oh my God. Messi, will he be coming to La Liga? Oh my God. We are going to see the likes of Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo in the La Liga. The talks are going. But whether that is going to happen or not, it is something we will be looking more into it. But for today, it is the predictions of the UEFA Champions League because the first leg it is about to begin and it is the evening of the Tuesdays. Not wasting much of your time, we will be moving on into the predictions of the round of 16 first leg, and after that round of 16 draw on February 21st. Look at that. It is the likes of Club Brugge against Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and the likes of Atletico, PSV Eindhoven, Arsenal. Eindhoven are doing it good. Dortmund and Lille. Lille is the another big underdog of this Champions League this season. Feyenoord and Inter Milan again. Feyenoord. Oh my God, the underdogs in the previous fixtures has caused those big upsets to the Serie A big dogs. It is the likes of Atlanta, AC Milan, and Juventus not getting those big wins. And also, on the other hand, it is the likes of Paris, Liverpool, Leverkusen, Munich, Benfica, Barcelona. Benfica are doing it good and they have got those rest in the Liga Portugal as well because their fixtures were postponed. And on the other hand, to talk more about it, it will be the second legs which will be going on much into those spaces. But not getting more into that, we will be looking first on the stats of the UEFA Champions League. 521 goals. Oh my God, that is massive. 3.26 goals per match. Amazing. We can expect 3 goals in any of the matches, but will that be happening in the round of 16? Because it is on the old formats now where the Champions League fixtures will be played 2 legs, 1 home, 1 away. And to add more to that, the teams are now much more confined into looking to their opponents. It is not those easy games which they will be having, as well as the goals being considered. Most of them has happened in those 46 to 90 minutes in the second half, where the managers have got those substitutions, where they have got those tactical capabilities into be played. But looking more into this, look at this, the stats which are much annoying over here. I mean, Barcelona in the number of goals, 28 is the highest in the Champions League, which they have got. Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, all of them have been creating those big happenings for Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Real Madrid has also scored 26, not denying the fact. Dortmund, with the likes of Gurase, has been doing it good. Paris 24, Bayern 23. Look at that cluster, the goals which has been scored by the big dogs of football. Atlanta was there, but they have got those exits. I mean, talking about their injuries, they couldn't make that happen. But in the terms of possession gameplay, Bayern, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Stuttgart, and Leverkusen are the top 6 to be counting on that. But in the accuracy as well, it is Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Man City have got those exits. Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Milan was also there, but unfortunately, it didn't happen for the likes of Paulo Fonseca. And after his departure, it is the likes of Sergio Conceição. That man, he also couldn't make that happen for AC Milan. In terms of the other stats, look at that. It is the ball recovery when Monaco were at the top. Benfica again in the stats, guys. Benfica, look at that. It is there, 451 ball recovery. In their defensive aspects, in their goalkeeping aspects, they have been doing it good. Paris Saint-Germain, again, PSV Eindhoven, the 2 big dogs, I mean the underdogs. It is the likes of Benfica, it is the likes of PSV Eindhoven doing it so good in those ball recoveries. In terms of saves, look at that. It is Real Madrid, it is Feyenoord, Celtic were there. Their goalkeeper, the likes of Schmeichel, was doing it so good. Bratislava and Milan. Milan has got those stats, but unfortunately, they could count those goals to be happening in the Champions League. The reason why they have got those exits. And on the other hand, in the terms of clean sheets, Inter Milan is at the top, Liverpool, then comes Dortmund, Arsenal, and Leverkusen. Leverkusen are maintaining those clean sheets with the likes of Inter as well. But Inter has got the injuries of Jan Sommer, but then also they are maintaining that good. But on the other hand, the number of goals scored, Gurase, 10 goals, Lewandowski, 9, Rafinha, 8, Haaland was there, but he has got those exits. Vinicius Jr., 7, Pavlidis again from Benfica, the man, he is doing good from the likes of Benfica time and again. It is the likes of Kylian Mbappe with 7 goals and Harry Kane as well with those 7 goals. The big dogs and the underdogs both are racing in those stats time and again. In terms of the items on target, look at that. It is Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, 200 million transfers, 24 attempts he has got. He has got 7 goals out of it. Gurase with 18 has got 10. Pavlidis with 17 has got 7. Harry Kane with 17 attempts has got 7. Vinicius Jr. with 15 has got 7. Who is that clinical man talking on those big goals to be scored? But to talk more into it, look at that tackles which have been won. I mean, Bellingham, look at that Real Madrid stats. He has 34 tackles won, box-to-box playing and getting those defensive midfield opportunities as well. Casado from Barcelona, again, he has got those 33 tackles. Casado is the man. Barcelona, Hansi Flick are boasting much about their midfield performance and they have got those big opportunities as well to be getting those substitutions. It is the likes of, again, Benfica, Florentino, who has got the maximum tackles won. Oh my God, Benfica is having those big stats in terms of ball recoveries. PSG, Paco, and Marquinhos, they have got it big. But again, look at that. It is Otamendi from Benfica who has those 71 balls recovery in his stats. Oh my God. Kim Min-jae from Bayern Munich has got 69 and Upamecano has also got those stats. So what is that going to be? Big numbers talking in these stats of the big dogs of football. But in terms of saves by the goalkeepers, look at it. It was Celtic, Schmeichel getting those big saves. It is now again the likes of Milan's Magnan and Real Madrid's Courtois who has been giving it big. Oh my God. So now here we come upon those stats that what it is going to be. The first game is the likes of PSV and Arsenal. If we have a look on that, oh my God, PSV and Arsenal, the first predictions which we'll be making over here is, look at this, at the Philips Stadium, PSV Eindhoven at their first leg, Jesus Gil Manzano, the referee, will be on the pitch, but in the new format, PSV Eindhoven, to talk about them, look at the predicted lineups which PSV and Arsenal will be posting into this, but Mikel Arteta against the likes of Peter Bosz, but apart from those lineups, it is the injuries which is going to be a bit disheartening for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta with the likes of Tomiyasu injured, Bukayo Saka is injured, Gabriel Jesus is injured, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, who is going to score for Mikel Arteta. But from the hands of Peter Bosz, it is the likes of Sergio Dest, who is on long-time injury. Tillman is the man. He is the most critical injury, which the likes of PSV Eindhoven will be much facing, and as well as the likes of Pepe is there. But with this predicted lineup, can you think that Arsenal are going to score? Because never nearly that young man on the right wing fields. Merino, the new centre forward, which Arsenal is looking to make that happen, and as well as the likes of Trossard is there. How is that going to happen? Jorginho back into the squad. Rice, Odegaard have to make that happen. Is that going to happen for them or not? But to talk more about it in the predictions, definitely we will give PSV Eindhoven that upper hand opportunity in the first leg. Not about the second leg, but in the first leg of the round of 16, we will give PSV Eindhoven that big opportunity. The next game, the next prediction, Real Madrid as well as the likes of Atletico Madrid, the likes of Rogi Blancos against the likes of Los Blancos. Look at that, what is going to happen. And the referee Clement Turpin again, oh my God, Manchester City were getting those advantages, and it is the referee Clement Turpin again. Los Blancos against the Rogi Blancos. My goodness, Clement Turpin, please don't make those big disheartenings to be happening. And what more you can say? Clement Turpin will this time he add more worries to Real Madrid, because at the Etihad against Manchester City, it was all the decisions which he was making against Los Blancos, but now he has been brought again, and Los Blancos has to get that against the likes of Atletico, Rogi Blancos at their home Santiago Bernabeu. But in these startups, if we look about, it is the likes of Diogo Simeone against Carlo Ancelotti, but the injuries are again talking that, because Jude Bellingham is the man on suspension. Ceballos is on injuries. Vallejo is also on those injuries. Militao and Carvajal are on a long-term injury. That is something big disheartening. From the likes of Los Blancos and from the likes of Simeone, look at that, Azpilicueta and Cook. Oh my God, Cook was that midfield where Simeone would have wanted to get that. But with this, Alvarez is the man. He is talking good. Griezmann is talking good. Simeone is that young man in the squad making it big. Lino, Galan, Llorente, my God. But Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe, they have got those big attempts. Will Atletico give that edge to Los Blancos at their home? Because over here, look at the team form both of them are having. Real Betis got those defeats to Los Blancos and Atletico Madrid and the likes of Barcelona. That game, it was a 4-4-1 big. Oh my God, after that, Atletico has got those 1-goal lead against Athletic Club as well. But in the La Liga, Atletico are 1 point ahead of the Los Blancos in the La Liga, and Barcelona are still at the top. But talking more about that, in the predictions over here, if we go, I will give the likes of Los Blancos and Atletico a draw. But adding more to that, in the stoppage time, I would go for the likes of Los Blancos in the first leg at their home, getting those 1-goal advantages of over Atletico Madrid. That is which we will be seeing in this Madrid derby to be happening. The next game, it is the likes of Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool. Oh my God, this is what the likes of Luis Enrique won't be liking it against the likes of Arne Slot, because at the David Mesa Stadium at the PSG home, it is the David Mesa, the referee, who is going to get that. It is another big referee at the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain against Liverpool. Liverpool hasn't got those injuries as well as Paris Saint-Germain hasn't got those. These are the two of the best teams across Europe. From the League One, it is PSG, and from the Premier League at the top, it is Liverpool. Arne Slot has been handed over that big team from the likes of Jurgen Klopp and Mo Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Luis Diaz has been doing it. But in the Champions League, now the stats are Liverpool are much dominant to be seen. Why is that happening? Liverpool has got those wins in the Champions League. They were at the top. In the Premier League as well, they were at the top. But in the Champions League, the stats for Liverpool, in none of those stats, in terms of ball recovery, in terms of clean sheets, in terms of goal scorings, none of their players are at the top. What is that? It is Arne Slot who is making those characters to be talking much into that whole gameplay which Liverpool is giving it. But Paris Saint-Germain, on the other hand, has got those transfers. They have given their striking opportunities of Kvaratskhelia in the forwards. He is there, the number 7. He will be talking. Dembele is there. Barcola is there. These players will be talking. But Paco, as well as the likes of Marquinhos, these two men on the centre backs and Donnarumma on the goalkeeping positions. At home, Park des Princes with no injuries to be talking about and their recent stunt of big games. Liverpool has got 2 draws against Aston Villa, against Everton in the Premier League. But apart from that, they have got those wins. But PSG, look at that. They have got those big stats talking into it. And it was against Brest and Lille. They have made that big. But the injuries from Liverpool, it is Morton, Nalo is on a suspension, Bradley and Joseph Gomez is also injured. With those injuries, will Arne Slot's men will be making it big or not? That is the thing which we will be looking for. And in the predictions for this game, I will give PSG those upper hand or I will give Liverpool. But from my side, it is Liverpool in this will definitely get those big upsets to PSG to be happening because Liverpool has got that razor edge sharp, playmaking which is happening with them. The next game talking about it is the likes of Club Brugge and Aston Villa. Oh my God, Club Brugge and Aston Villa, that is going to be another big dog happening upset because Club Brugge in the Champions League this season, they have got that 1-goal lead over Aston Villa. Oh my God, Club Brugge has already made that happen. And Aston Villa, Unai Emery has also got those transfers. It is the likes of SNCO, it is the likes of Rashford, which they will be from the likes of Aston Villa, it is the likes of Rashford, Watkins, Asensio, they men talking to be into it. But into this lineup, if you talk about it is Malen, who has got those transfers, is already in some sort of illness. Pau Torres, their centre back, is injured, and Onana as well as the likes of Barkley. But from the likes of Club Brugge, it is Joaquin Seys and Nicky Han. With this, will he get that big happening against the likes of Aston Villa? From my side, the predictions for this is definitely going to be the likes of Club Brugge in the first leg only to talk about is going to get that upsets against the likes of Aston Villa. Again, they have got that. The next game talking about Benfica and Barcelona. This is where the big stakes are counting it. The bookmakers are really confused what is that going to be happening because in the Champions League this season, it was Benfica who got those 4-5 against Barcelona. To talk about those big numbers, big goals scoring, it is likes of Atletico Madrid who has got those 4 goals this season against Barcelona, and now it is the likes of Benfica who has also got those upsets. And to talk much about in that game, look at that. It was in the previous fixtures where Lewandowski was the man who got those 2 penalties, and it was the likes of Rafinha getting those late stoppage time goals with the virtue of 2 penalties and those late stoppage time goals from Rafinha, which was much into those controversies to be talking about. It was the likes of Danny Desmond McKelly, that referee allowing it. Benfica were looking for some sort of penalty opportunities in the late stoppage time, but it didn't happen. But on the other hand, Benfica also had got a penalty and there was an own goal from Barcelona. What is that going to? Benfica got those 2 opportunities in the previous legs and Barcelona also got those 2 opportunities in the previous legs, but the scoreline was 4-5 and Barcelona got it. That was something which happened in the previous leg. But to talk about in this leg, look at that. It is the referee Felix Zoya. Oh my God, he is again that big controversy man. All the controversial referees in the first fixtures of the round of 16. But Benfica with the likes of Bruno Lage, Bruma Pavlidis is the man. Akukolu is that man who is talking much, but it is the likes of Silva and Otamendi on the centre backs who has been denying much of those opportunities for the oppositions to be happening good. And Benfica has also got those rest from the Liga Portugal because the fixtures of the Liga Portugal, which were there in between the Champions League, Benfica has got those fixtures delayed and postponed after these 2 legs have to be played. But to talk about the different playmakings which Benfica has got, it is they have got that win over Braga, Osavia, Monaco, Santa Clara. Benfica have been doing it good, but Barcelona have been talking at big numbers into this. But the injuries of this will be much critical because it is the likes of Alexander Ba, Manu Silva, Florentino Luis, Angel Di Maria is also doubtful for that. But if he will come, he will add more those boosts. But from Barcelona, it is the likes of Bernal, Christensen, Mark Anderson, as well as Xavi are doubtful for this. But on this lineup, if we talk about Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Olmo is now sticking to the first lineup for Hansi Flick. But Bruno Lage against Barcelona for this, I will definitely give the likes of Benfica that advantage, or it is the likes of Barcelona, but I will go for Benfica in the first leg at their home, and they are going to cause those upsets. It is definitely that saddening thing which Hansi Flick will have because Benfica has been doing it so good, no denying the fact. And just look at it, it is in the round of 16 where Benfica will get those big, but it is only about the first leg which we are talking. The next game, it is the likes of Dortmund and Lille. Dortmund and Lille, they have been really doing it so good. Dortmund have been causing those upsets, but in the Bundesliga, they are not doing that good. Whereas Lille, they have been making it good. Jonathan David, the man, is much to be talked about from the likes of Lille, but Bruno Genesio, their manager, against the new manager for Borussia Dortmund, it is Nico Kovac who will be looking to make that happen. Guirassy is that striker which Dortmund will post with the likes of Gittens and Ademi also on the wings. Shorter back and Can will be the centre backs, but Lille, on the other hand, with the likes of David and Baker, they have been really doing it good, and Ribeiro as well as the likes of Diaki. Lille in this game, they have got those big upsets. They are the underdogs, but look at the injuries which Lille is having. Umtiti, their man, Santos, Zergova, as well as Terui, 4 of them are injured. Whereas the likes of Dortmund, with their new manager from this new year, Nico Kovac, has been making those progress for Dortmund, but Chuko Vikega as well as Felix Meta, their defensive mid-pitch is looking destroyed because it is the likes of Emre Can who is dropping on those centre-backs. Will his speed be good enough to stop Jonathan David to get those? Or it is the likes of Shorterback who will be man-marking Jonathan David? That is what to be looked forward into it. And talking about the team performances, Dortmund has been getting that good under Nico Kovac. They have been getting those big ones, but against Sporting CP, that was a draw, but they got that at their home. That was a big one, which they got those edges. Not denying the fact, Dortmund are the big boys of the Bundesliga, and in the Champions League in the previous season also they went to the finals. But in this game, again, Dortmund will get those. It is definitely Dortmund who are making it count because it is at the Signal Iduna Park, and the referee Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez for this game, will he make that big to happen? And on the other hand, if you talk about it, is the likes of Bayern Munich and Leverkusen for that fixture, Bundesliga derby. Oh my God. At the Alliance, if you talk about, Mikel Oliver is that referee. Mikel Oliver, again with those controversies. Oh my God, all the referees with those controversies have been put in the round of 16 first leg. The UEFA Champions League is going to get destroyed with that or not. That is what we will be looking on from the watch along which we'll be having. But Bayern and Leverkusen in this, Bayern Munich were getting those upsets. They are at the top of the Bundesliga though, but the injuries of Kimmich was much happening. Davis was also in some sort of injuries to be happening. Upamecano was also on those injuries, but they are back into the squad. But to talk about Leverkusen, Frimpong, Nathan Tella, Florian Wirtz, Grimaldo will be the man on the starting lineups because it is Belosian and Martin Terrier who will be on the substitutes. And I mean, those are the injuries which Xabi Alonso won't get in those substitutes. And from Vincent Kompany, Pavlovic and Tarek Buchanan, the two of the injuries which will be much critical if they are going to stay not for those first lineups to be happening for Vincent Kompany. But to talk about in those head-to-head performances, if we go, it is the likes of Leverkusen who has got those. I mean, in the past fixtures, they have got those. I mean, 2 wins, 3 draws. It is Leverkusen's way in all the way which is going to happen. They have that in the numbers talking in the past 5 fixtures. But can that referee Mikel Oliver into this deliver some sort of upper hand to any of the teams? That will be the watch to see. But no denying the fact, it is going to be Leverkusen definitely. And in this game, Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. But for the first leg, Bayern Munich and Leverkusen, I will give those edges to Bayern Munich in a term of win. But will that be a draw or not will be the thing which will be looking more into it. And from the other hand, the other last game which you are having is that the likes of Feyenoord going one-on-one against. But look at that. It is the fixtures now looking at good from the first leg. It is PSV Eindhoven has got 8 against Arsenal. It is Real Madrid getting against Atletico. Liverpool getting it against PSG. Club Brugge getting it against Aston Villa. Benfica getting that against Barcelona. Dortmund against Lille. Dortmund getting those upper hands at their home. Bayern Munich at their home getting against Leverkusen. And the last one, it is Feyenoord and Lille over here to talk about. Oh my God, Feyenoord to talk about against Inter Milan. This is the fixture which they will going to get the first taste of Serie A battle in the round of 16. And in the previous fixtures, none has been played and none of them has either got those wins or draws. But Inter to talk about with the likes of Simone Inzaghi. But look at that. Feyenoord has now got Robin Van Persie, the man who will be leading them. Oh my God. Van Persie has got those big numbers talking, and at Feyenoord also he was there. Van Persie will be the new manager for Feyenoord, and Feyenoord with the likes of Paxau as well as Osman have been doing it good. Hanko and as well as Bilen, Bruno and Mitchell as well as their goalkeeper Valen Ruther has been doing it good. But Inter Milan will be lacking in their goalkeeping positions with the likes of Simone Inzaghi. It is Martinez, the man who has made those 3 or 4 represents for Inter from this new year because of the injuries of Jan Sommer will be seen. But Martinez and Thuram is back from the injuries. He has been making his first lineup appearances for Inter again, but in the stats also he has got those big goals. But whether Martinez and Thuram will be making it good for Simone Inzaghi, because it is Feyenoord with the likes of their referee Ispen Iskas at their home stadium of Stadium Feyenoord. But the injuries for Inter, it is going to be big. It is going to be big. But look at those injuries which PSV Eindhoven has got. It is the likes of NH, Lodomba, Bilo, Nuebeco, Gonzalez, Trommer. Reed is the man on suspension. Stengs, Wang, Modder, Timber, Zerouki. These injuries are causing Feyenoord those big disheartenings in the round of 16 or not will be that watch to have. But on the other hand, from the likes of Inter Milan, Jan Sommer not available, Augusto, their left midfield not available. I mean, right midfield not available. Federico Di Marco, their left midfield not available. Damian again on those right midfields, left midfields not available. Zalewski is also not available. Big injuries, upsets for Inter Milan in this round of 16, and Simone Inzaghi's men hope they don't get any sort of injuries to be talking, because against Leverkusen it was the same injuries which they were having, and Inter with those goals, I mean against Napoli in the Serie A in the latest fixtures which they had, it is the likes of Di Marco who got that sole goal from free kick. Inzaghi's men were not looking that razor edge sharp to be playing in the Serie A, but against Napoli they got a draw. But in this game, what is that going to happen with those injuries? Inter Milan with those muscle memories, are they going to make that big happen? Because over here, Feyenoord will definitely try to cause those upsets, and I will definitely go for Feyenoord in the first leg, getting those upsets. We will be waiting for those second legs happening again. And what are your predictions and what are your contradictions with our predictions which has been made? Do tell in the comment section, and yes, do tell us that what more is going to be happening, because we are going to be getting those live streams of the watch along of the Champions League as well, which will be starting from tonight. Yes, keep going, and Champions League, here we come for the round of 16 first leg. Do stay tuned, boys. Bye bye and keep going.